All right, here we go. All right, got the recording on. Good morning, Brenda, Michelle.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey, Brenda, if it didn't look like you connected to audio, so you probably can't talk, Brenda, but if you can hear me, just give me a thumbs up or something, Brenda, because it didn't look like you connected to audio. Rebecca, how you doing? You down there in Bama, huh? If you try, you muted, Rebecca, so I can't hear what you're saying.
Good morning. How's
Good morning.
everyone?
Wonderful. How you doing?
Doing fine.
Outstanding.
Hey, good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Hey, what's up? What's up, John B?
How you doing, brother?
Oh man, I'm doing wonderful. I'm doing wonderful.
Good.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, they coming on. They coming on today, boy. We got a full house today. That's what's up. What's up? What's up, Mike? Michael Jacobs. What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's happening, man?
Oh man, everything's everything, baby. Hey, keep selling one, baby. Keep selling one. Just sold one, just sold one, just sold one, just sold one.
Hey, Mike, he's still in your lines, man. He's still in your lines.
You know what I'm saying? Look, but, hey, that's all we do in insurance, baby. We freaking copy, steal, duplicate. It's all good, baby.
It's all good.
Good morning, everybody.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
We know.
Good morning.
It's always good to have lively conversations and lively competition. That makes the world go round. Appreciate everybody being on the call today. So I want to recognize the top 3 producers this week. In the number 3 position with $1,243.32, Mr. Larry McLean. In the number 2 position with $2,426.88, Gary Blazer. And in the number 1 position with $5,471.76, Miss Paula Dale. Good job, everybody. And we had a lot of other people on the board also, but we don't really want to recognize everybody, just anybody. We want to recognize the top 1. So that's why we recognize the top 3 with a lot of other people on the board at lower amounts. We had a great training call last night for Chardonnay's group. I'm glad a lot of you attended. It was really good. Probably one of the better calls, I think. I want to talk a little bit about focus and mindset. You know, Rob on their manager's call this morning, he talked about mindset, which is important. Because what we do, there's really hardly any physical effort involved whatsoever. Most of what we do is determined right here between our 2 ears with the industry that we're in. Because all we do is talk to people. We deal with a lot of highs and a lot of lows. It's kind of like an emotional roller coaster or psychological roller coaster at times. And the way you take care of that is being focused like a laser beam. Being focused on your business. And I'll talk about more of that in just a moment, but I remember when I got started in 1999 and I was down in Georgia for the 3-day training class. And I was talking to the guy that recruited me, Mike Harper. He's retired now, sharp guy. And I remember asking Mike, we're all having dinner one of those 3 nights. And I said, Mike, do you think it matters which color shirt you wear? Should I wear a long sleeve white shirt, long sleeve yellow, long sleeve blue? Which color do you think is going to be the best color to give me the best chance of making a sale? And he said, Greg, it doesn't matter. He says, just put those blinders on like a racehorse, stay focused what's in front of you, and go see the people. He says, it's not gonna matter if you have a blue shirt on or a white shirt. And, you know, I got to thinking about it. I said, it really should not matter. What really should matter is the persona that I present to Miss Jones and the conversation I have and how well we click. But back in that day, I was really looking at every tiny little angle because I used to write some pretty good business back in the early days, and I used to brag to some of the other agents like I can get as much out of 15 leads as you have to take 20 leads to get, and et cetera, et cetera. You know, being a hot dog about it. But, you know, I was looking for every tiny little angle to make me an extra sale. If I can make just one extra sale a month, that's a car payment. Just one extra sale a month. So I was really overanalyzing things. You've heard of paralysis by analysis, or actually paralysis by overanalysis. And I was I've always been a very analytical guy, so I was really analyzing things. It really didn't paralyze me from going out to see the people, but I was always looking for every tiny little thing that could make my game a little bit sharper. And it really boils down to, it's a basic, simple process we do. There's a lot of little fine points that don't make too much difference. The main thing that makes a difference is you have to go to work at 9 a.m., open the doors to your business at 9 a.m., Monday through Friday, at least. Close the doors to your business at dark or dark 30, Monday through Friday, at least. The reason I say at least is because you may want to have your business open on Saturdays also. If you have your business open on Saturdays, you know what happens? You'll usually make some extra sales. When you make some extra sales, you usually make extra money. When you make extra money, you usually make extra profit. When you make extra profits, you got more spendable income to spend or save or invest or whatever you want to do with. So without rambling on too much, don't worry too much about the tiny things like what color shirt's going to be the best psychological color to have on. It doesn't really matter. Open your doors to your business at 9 a.m., work to dark or dark 30. Invest in 20 or 30 or 40 leads per week or more if you want to. Because when you invest in leads, you make more money. And as we've all the leaders on my team, as well as myself, have said many times, if you don't have leads, who in the world are you going to go talk to? Your warm market, your friends, your family, people you know? Well, you can do that and you might scratch out 1 or 2 or 3 extra sales to get started. That's always nice, but you cannot sustain a career off of that. You've got to have leads. It's just a necessity that we all have to have. Doesn't matter what state you live in. Doesn't matter what city you live in. Doesn't matter how young or old or pretty or ugly you are. You got to have leads to make money in this business. And we're lucky that Senior Life, they've got a lead program on steroids, basically. We have more leads than we can handle with a nationwide sales force. And Ron Powell's talking about stepping it up even further, just drowning everybody in leads. And sometimes that can be psychological too, like overwhelming a little bit when you're in a manager's role, leadership role. But when you really think about it, that's a good position to be in when you're in sales. Most salespeople, especially most other salespeople with other final expense carriers, they don't have the luxury of working 20 or 30 leads a week. Because the carrier they work with or the IMO they work with or the agency they're a part of does not generate leads for the agent. So the agents have to find their own sources for leads. And I'm just saying we're lucky to have what we have with Senior Life. We all need to take advantage of it, me included. Another thing about what goes on between your ears is don't get rattled if you're going through a bunch of no's. You know, if you work leads, there's going to be points in time where you go through a bunch of no's, 5 or 6 or 7 no's in a row. That can be pretty discouraging. And you can look at the leads and think, well, these leads are no good, but the leads are fine. You just know that if you work 20 of them, you're going to get 5 to 9 sales, almost guaranteed every time. You don't know if those 5 to 9 sales is in the first 10 or the last 10 that you work. you cannot look at a lead and know if it's going to buy or not. So you have to go talk to the people, have a conversation. Then after the conversation, you'll know if they're going to buy or not. But you can't really know before the conversation if they're going to buy or not. So that's what we do is we go have conversations with people. We're having conversations with people that requested us to come show them this information. They mailed the card in or they called the TV commercial. Maybe they responded to a Facebook ad. They want more information, and our job is to deliver the information, not to mail them the information, but to bring the information to them in the form of a conversation so we can answer any questions that may come up. We can explain things a lot clearer when we talk to them. And make them feel more comfortable having a one-on-one conversation rather than just mailing them something out in the mail like Globe Life might do. With that being said, if you're going through a bunch of no's, stay focused. Just know, hey, it happens to everybody, but the law of large numbers is in play for everybody. You know that when you have 20 leads, if you go work those leads thoroughly, you're going to get 5 to 9 yeses, almost like clockwork. And that's across the board of whether you're working direct mails face-to-face in the field or working TV leads on the phone doing telesales. That's why we have, I say, a range of 5 to 9, a large path there. And if you can make just 5 sales out of 20 leads, you're going to make enough to pay for the leads and put somewhere, I don't remember exactly, maybe $900 to $1,100 of pure profit in your pocket. And that's selling only 5 average size sales out of 20 leads. You normally should get a little bit more, maybe 6 or 7 if you're teeing the lead out in the field face to face. So if you're going through a bunch of yeses, like maybe the last 3 presentations were boom, 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 all 3 yeses, don't get real cocky. Keep yourself focused. Don't think, well, I'm so good, I can just leave off half the presentation. They're still going to buy it. Don't do that. Stay focused. Give the same world-class presentation to everybody you go talk to. Because remember that when you're talking to them in this conversation / presentation, this is the first time they've heard about it. This is the first time they've heard about Legacy. First time they've heard about Senior Life. First time they've met you. So don't shortcut anything. Even if your last 4 presentations were yeses, give the next lead your undivided attention, just like you do each and every lead. Because if you don't stay focused, next thing you know, your results start to go downhill and you're scratching your head and you say, you know, I barely get 3 or 4 sales out of every 20 leads when I used to get 5 or 6 or 7 out of 20 leads. It usually boils down because you've changed the presentation, you're shortchanging, you're cutting corners, you're leaving something off. You feel like you don't need to show the Legacy video if you're doing face-to-face. You feel like you can just breeze over Legacy, what it does, without going into great detail and repeating things. And just focus on your business, because this is your business. I say it all the time. It's worth repeating. This is your business. It's not a job. You pay yourself, really. You earn your income. Senior Life just writes the checks and makes the deposits. You determine your income. If you want to make $1,000 a week, $2,000 a week, $5,000 a week, $1 million a year, whatever you want to make, it's really on you. Nobody else is going to do it for you. Everything's in place. We got the great system that Senior Life provides. We got some of the best training and the best leaders in the company right here on our team. All the leaders on my team are battle tested and field trained. They're not new at this. They've been doing this for years. You should always feel free to reach out to your leader with any kind of question or problem that you're having with your sales presentation or anything else about your business. You want to let them share their experience, which is years. Let them share their years of experience with you on certain things. Because we're all here to help everybody make money, and we're making money legally the correct way. You can make more money than a doctor and a lawyer. You can make much more than a doctor or a lawyer. And we get renewals. You know, people that make the big dollars, the doctors, the lawyers, maybe certain CPAs, they don't get renewals. We do, and that's wonderful. So without rambling on and on and on, just stay focused on your business. This is your business. Ain't nobody going to do it for you but you. If you don't do it, it's not going to happen. And you want to stay focused every day. This is my business. If it's a tough day, so what? If it's a great day, so what? Every day I'm going to talk to the people. I'll let the chips fall where they fall. And I know the law of large numbers say I'll get 5 to 8, maybe 9 sales per 20 leads that I talk to. Doesn't matter if it's face-to-face or telesales, direct mail leads, TV leads, multi-source leads. If you talk to the people, the sales are there. You know that, hey, when I work 20 leads, I know half of them don't buy. I hate it, but that's the way it is. It doesn't matter if you're in Texas or California, Nevada, North Carolina, South Carolina. Over half of your leads don't buy, period. If you look at the top 10 agents in the nation every year, they get recognized on the stage at the annual awards banquet. Over half of their leads don't buy either. They don't have any magic phrases. They don't have anything that changes Miss Jones from a no to a yes. No more so than what we have. But the reason they're up there on the stage is they don't work 20 leads a week. They don't say, well, I'm going to skip leads this week. They're hungrily working 40, 50, and 60 leads a week every week, not 1 or 2 weeks and stop. Every week they go at it with a ferocious pace. And they don't kill themselves doing it. It's not like they work from 9 a.m. to dark 30 Monday through Saturday, but they do work from 9 a.m. to dark 30 Monday through Friday, and maybe a few hours on Saturday. But they have the luxury of taking off to go see one of their children's play at school. The luxury to take off in the middle of the afternoon to go see a dentist. The luxury to take off for any reason, really. But they know it's their business. They know if they don't take care of the business can go out of business. And in our industry, with the opportunity that Senior Life has provided, and a lot of that's based upon Ron Powell's experience as an agent himself, with all the tools we have, there's no reason your business should fail. Everybody's business should do well or better than well without doing anything magical. Everything's in place. Great leads, great presentation, great training calls. We got legacy. None of our competition out there has legacy. Lincoln Heritage has FCGS, Funeral Consumer Guardian Society, and that's a weak imitation of legacy. All the FCGS does with Lincoln, they negotiate the price of the funeral. They don't have discounts. Well, I think they're coming out now with discounts on supplies like caskets, like we do. So we've just got the best opportunity, folks, and it's up to you to take advantage of it. If you don't take advantage of it, it ain't going to happen. It just ain't going to happen. I remember a long time ago, Ron Powell, our CEO, said, we want you to be successful, but we can't tote you. You know, that's country talk, South Georgia talk. We can't carry you. We can't do it for you. We want you to be successful, but we cannot tote you. We cannot carry you. You know, and that's true. All we can do is show you the tools we have, coach you, mentor you, help you perfect your craft. But if you don't do it, it just is not going to happen, period. So it's up to you. And I'm not going to call any names, but we got people on this call right now that have not written any business in 2 months. What's up with that? You know, why is that? You need to look at yourself after this call and say, you know, by George, I'm going to change what I've been doing, because what I'm doing is what the failures do. And I want to do what the winners do. So what do the winners do? They plug into the system, they give it a full-time effort, and they invest in 20 or more leads a week. Face-to-face agents, probably 20 leads a week, more like 30. Telesales agents, 30 or 40 leads a week without problem, because you don't have to drive anywhere. With telesales, you get the no's a whole lot faster. You get the yeses a whole lot faster. And when telesales, right here between the ears is probably more important than it is with face-to-face, simply because you got more no's coming at you per hour You got more yeses coming at you per hour. And those things could knock you from left to right, back and forth all day long. So that's why it's even more important, I think, with telesales, stay focused. You got to stay focused, whether it's face-to-face or telesales. But it's your business. If you don't take care of it, folks, your business will fall by the wayside. If you're not writing business, Senior Life will send out a termination letter. The computer does, terminated due to lack of production. And in fact, a lot of us, myself included, we're terminating non-producing agents before they even get the letter from Senior Life. Why do we do that? Because if you're on their team and you're not writing business, what's the purpose? This is not a social club. It's not a place to hang out and chat. This is a business. It's the biggest business organization. We all want to help everybody do what we do and do it better and do more of it. And if you're not participating, there's no need to be on the team because you're not adding anything to the team. And the team cannot add anything back for you. You've got to bridge that gap and start working, seeing the people, talking to the people, getting the nose, getting your teeth kicked in, get your nose bloody, as well as getting the yeses that come along the way also, so you can make the money. But if you're not working leads, you're not going to make any money. As simple as that. And look at yourself. If you've not written business in last 30 days, you cannot call yourself a winner. That's for sure. Fix it. Nobody can fix it but you. And if you don't fix it, you eventually get cut from our team. If you don't show up for practice you cannot get in the game. Same thing here. If you don't show up for practice, if you're not going to invest in a baseball glove, et cetera, invest in shoes with cleats, you can't be on their baseball team because you're not even going to invest in the right tools. If you're a carpenter, if you cannot invest in a hammer, you can't be a carpenter. And if you can't invest in leads, you can't be a final expense agent. I mean, you can be an agent, but you're not going to be a successful one. And we want to surround ourselves with successful people. We don't want unsuccessful people on our team. We don't want people failing under our leadership because we got great leadership, great training, great system, great leads, the whole 9 yards. So if you're not writing business, I suggest after this call, look at yourself in the mirror, talk to yourself, reach out to your manager if that's going to be helpful and talk to them and say, hey, I've been doing a lousy job last 2 months. I need to turn it around. I'm going to do my part. And I just want to let you know that I'm turning it around. Because if you don't turn around, folks, we'll be saying bye, wish you well, good luck. And that's just the way it is. That's all I want to say today. We care about everybody's success. We want everybody to be successful. Everybody's a part of the team, kind of a close-knit bunch. And I hate it when we lose people due to lack of production. But it happens. And the way to avoid that is to write business. That's what you joined the team for anyway, is to write business and make some money. Because the place you're at before, you probably were not making that much money, or you were not happy with what you were doing, or you felt like you were getting lied to, or you couldn't get leads, or the leads were recycled. Everything is in place right here that an agent could ever want. You need to take advantage of it. And nobody's going to, I'm rambling on, I guess because it's important. Nobody's going to do this except for you. It's up to you. If you don't take care of your business is going to go bankrupt and close down. And then you're left with no business when you had one to start with. Simple as that. Simple as that. Let's see here. Let me close this thing off here. Someone's got a question there. And let's see what we got. Trouble getting to that part because I got something else blocking my view. Here we go. On the chat, keeping it real. I haven't read anything last 2 months, going to work. Good job, Katina. That's all it takes, dear. You just gotta go to work. If I want to write business, I gotta work leads too. If you want to write business, you gotta work leads too. And it's not a matter of just investing in leads. You got to put in the grind time that goes along with it, seeing the people, talking to the people, getting the no's, getting the maybes, getting the yeses, getting the let me talk to my children, getting all kinds of excuses not to buy, and getting the buyers along the way And you just stay focused, folks. I'm repeating myself, and I guess I can repeat as a loop all day long. It's up to you to make your business successful. Everything's in place. Legacy, the script, telesales, field sales, the coaching. All you got to do is go to work like you would anywhere else. If you had a job somewhere else, if they told you to be at work at 9, you'd show up at 9. If they told you you had to work till 6, you'd work till 6. If they told you lunch started at 12:30, well, that's when you'd go to lunch. If they told you lunch ended at 1 o'clock, well, you'd be back at work at 1. Do that for yourself. If you can do that for somebody else, do it for yourself. You get paid better. You'll feel happier. That's all I want to say, folks. I'm not going to ramble on about it. You just have to get busy and go to work. Simple as that. If
Hey,
anybody
Greg.
has it, yes. Yes.
You was about to say if anybody had something to say. I was gonna say something. You said something earlier this week, I'm not able to get out as much, with my knees. And today I got maintenance going on at my house. So I'm at the house instead of the office. But the other morning I woke up and I was thinking exact same words you said. If you could do it for somebody else's business, you could do it for yourself. I was a manager for many years for McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, Walmart. I ran many companies. And I thought about the other day, if I had to be there 9 hours, I was there 9 hours. If I had to be there 10 hours, I was there 10 hours. I worked 10 hours straight, not eating at McDonald's, feeding people all day, and didn't even get time to feed myself. And I thought to myself, am I putting in as much time as I should be putting in to build my own business? And I had to tell myself, no, I still have more I have to do. Even with bad knees, I still got to find more time to build my business. And I got to put my business first if it's going to be successful. Or because like me and Larry said it, and we hit on different things. If it's to be, it is up to me. And Larry stands by that. If it's to be, it's up to me. If I don't do it, it's nobody else's. When you have a spouse, you always tend to blame the spouse. Sometimes I tell my husband, you could help me more, you could do this, you did. But then in the end, it's still up to me. It's still
That's
up
right.
to it's still up to me if I'm going to build this business. And then I thought, I was telling one of my agents, and I sent this to a few of my team members. I watched a lot of videos just to keep me motivated. And one of them was a guy who started in the insurance business. And as you said, Greg, every company does not have leads for you. Every company don't have a lot of these companies, you have to buy leads from lead vendors. You got to pull that credit card out, and when you start off with us, we want you to start purchasing your own leads in a lot of cases. But after a certain amount of time, you can get your leads on credit with us. A lot of companies still don't have that. No matter how many policies you wrote or didn't write, you cannot get leads with them. And this one guy was saying how he had to get money, because we need to, as Greg said the other day, we need capital to build our business. This is a business. This is not a job. You got to invest in your business. He would take his card, because I guess he was like down in one of those southern states where they got Title Max. And he would take his card to the company, give them the title to his car. I guess he'd get $1,000 or $1,500 for his car title. Go buy leads, go work those leads, and then go back and pay for his title. And he said he had 5 or 6 title companies. It was so funny. He said he pay off one, then he run down the street to the other guy, get his leads. Then he run down the street to the other guy to get his leads, because he had to pay the lead vendor the money. It wasn't like us where we got the leads on credit. And then that really, really stuck to me because I've never really had a company. Well, I did have a company that I had to find leads for. And I really thought about it. I wasn't in business. When I had to find my own leads, I wasn't in business. I really was just doing something. I had a license. I worked the license, but I wasn't in business. So that's why I was saying it is important that you realize that you have the opportunity here to really build something And Senior Life is supporting us by giving us the opportunity to get credit, get leads on credit. Once you've shown that you're working hard, you have effort, you're serious about building your business, this opportunity is grand. You know, I don't know about anybody else, but when I see other people doing it, in my spirit, I know I can do that. There's nothing that they can do that I can't do. There's nothing better. They're not better than me. They may have put more time into me. They may have put more sacrifice into me. They may have pushed harder than me, but they're not better than me. So then that tells me I got to put more time in, sacrifice, and push harder. And one of the today on our managers meeting, one of the managers said something, and it just went right through me. Now, I know her. Most of us know her. Some of us new people don't know her, but she started not too long before me, about 3-4 years before me. But I know her effort. I know her hard work. I know what she did to build her business. And now she's at 600. This year, she said she made, Sharaka said she made $614,000 last year. Now, what job is going to pay you $614,000? I can work forever at Walmart and they, unless I'm like way up there. And you are definitely slave to the company at that point. You are a slave to the company because I've been a slave to the company. But to make that, and some of them at 100,000, some of them at 200,000, some of them at 300,000, everybody at their own level according to what effort they put into. But just to know one day, if I work hard enough, however amount of time it takes, I can be at that level. And then Rob himself at $1 million, Barnes himself. You know, those are the things that remind me. And Greg don't tell his money, but y'all know Greg making a little something because Greg is a hard worker. Greg been at this a long time, and he's a hard worker. He will outright most of us. He will outright most
Wait a
of us.
minute, not most, but all of them.
All right, trash.
I had to
talker.
say that.
All right, trash talker.
Unless you outwork me, that's gonna be tough to do.
I mean,
That's the only
seriously,
way.
I've been with Greg a long time, and I've been out with him. He took me out when we first started. I've seen him work. So, you know, like you said, I've seen a lot of people say, about to go to work, about to go to work. We all got to work, guys. I literally know when I'm on it, I know what my checks look like. When I'm not on it, whether it's because I'm going to the doctor a lot or get my knees done or whatever I'm trying to do, my check reflects that. So just know that your check will reflect your effort. Your check will reflect your effort. And I'm trying to get to that 600,000 a year. I don't care how long it takes. So that $1 million a year, I don't care how long it takes. So that's all I had to say.
Thank you, Marlo. I mean, what Marlo said is correct. The people that are making the big incomes, or the people that's getting recognized as the top 10 in the nation each year, they're no better than you are. They're no smarter than you are. They're no prettier or uglier than you are. There's nothing magical. They just work harder. How do they work harder? They invest in 40 or 50 leads a week while you're investing in 20 leads a week. They're working twice as hard or 2.5 times as hard. So they make 2 and 2.5 times as much money easily. They get 2 and 2.5 times as much production easily. Well, not easily, because it's hard work, but that's what they get. You get paid on your effort. Hard work will beat talent pretty much every week in this business, especially if talent's not working. You know, you can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't put it to use, you're not going to make any money. You can have all the skills in the world, but if you don't invest in leads, you're not going to make any money. And when you invest in leads, if you invest in $800 a week, that's scary. Most people are not familiar with that. They're not comfortable with that. A lot of people have never even made $800 a week, much less invest that much in leads. But you got to follow the system. There's not many places you can invest $800 and within 2 weeks get triple your money back. That's great. You invest $800 and get let's just say 2, 3, or 4 times your money back. That's a great investment. Where else can you invest $800 and get triple your money back in 2 weeks or less? Where? Nowhere. You invest the money and you go see the people and the numbers work out, they shake out where that's what you're doing. You're getting about triple your money back on average. Sometimes it's 2.75 times your money back. Sometimes it's 4.1 times your money back, but your average triple your return. Where in the world can you invest $800 and get triple your money back in 2 weeks? Nowhere. As I said before, Warren Buffett, a well-known investor, invested all his life, very successful. If he knew that he could invest $800 in final expense leads and get triple his money back in 2 weeks, he'd probably start working final expense leads, because that's a better investment than you can get stocks and bonds. Even during a bull market, if you can't invest $800 to get triple your money back in 2 weeks, you might can get triple your money back in 2 years, but not 2 weeks. And we have that here. Not only is the investment producing our income of triple the investment, but the investment is tax deductible on our 1099s at the end of the year. What we spend in leads is tax deductible. There's not many, most of the time tax deductions are for expenses, not for investments. Our lead is looked at as an expense by the IRS. That's why we can declare it as a business expense. But in reality, for us, it's not a business expense. It's nice that we can put it on as a deduction. But for us, it's a way to triple our investment every 2 weeks. And if they can do it, you can do it. If other people on the team can do it, you can do it. If other people on other teams can do it, you can do it. Just copycat what they do. Plug into the system. Get yourself 20 leads a week. More is preferable, but bare minimum 20 leads a week. Have conversations. Get your nose bloodied a little bit. Get punched in the face a little bit with the mean, rough people. The mean people that can upset you right between your ears, and stay focused. Go see the people, have the conversations. Over half of them don't buy. You're just having conversations to find the ones that do buy, because that's where we get paid.
Hey, Greg.
Yes.
One of the things that Rob said today, and Ron says it all the time, is that we got to learn to dream bigger. And this business is pushed by your dream. You know, if you have a dream, you can get there. How long it takes, you know, the goal is to dream bigger and get there. They were sharing, and I've read it before and seen it before. And I know when one of the other guys came in, and I mean, he has dumped everything he has into this business. I mean, every little bit he had from the beginning to the end, he's dumped into this business. And there's this guy, and it's good to know some of the guys, you know, as you all grow in the business and get out there, as Greg said, start seeing the people, start getting to the meetings. Our meetings are very important. You will meet other leaders. We have a leader in our group, in our company. His name David Price. And in 5 years, now David took everything he got, invested right back into the business, right back to it. David has done a lot of recruiting. He's all over the internet. He's everywhere. So he's really put a whole lot of effort into building his business. But David Price started 5 years ago. They said he was his job was minimum wage job. He was washing dishes on a oil rigger at in Louisiana. Washing dishes at his oil rig on an oil rigger in Louisiana. I mean, he wasn't making no more about $7,000 to $8,000 an hour, if that, you know. And now, you know, he one of our top leaders in 5 to 6 years. And I mean, like I say, he dumped a lot of time and money into his business. He don't have no children. When you ain't got no children, you know, a lot of stuff happens. I ain't gonna say he ain't got no children, but I'm just saying he put a lot into it. But just to know this opportunity could lead there. And he is one of the fastest millionaires in senior life. And so just knowing how grand this opportunity is, it's all about us dreaming bigger and wanting more. And that's what Ron Powell always say, dream big and want more. And then do what it takes to get there. Because you can dream, it's a dream without a goal is just a dream. And a dream without work is just a dream. But you got to dream bigger and then have a goal and then go to work. So whatever your goal is for this year, I'm setting some even grander goals. I had some goals, but I need to stretch them a little more so I can get even more serious about what I want to accomplish this year. Really set goals, guys, and let's go to work for your goals for this year. Obviously, you're not going to be $1 million by next year, a millionaire by next year. But if you say, I want to double my income, or I want to do enough, I want to do triple what I did last year, double what I did last year. Set your goals and do it, and watch what you can accomplish this year.
Thank you, Marlon. Thank you. I'll just close out, unless somebody's got something else they want to share or say, I'll just close out by saying, stay focused. This is your business. If it's meant to be, it's up to, if it's meant to be, it's up to me, as Larry and Marlo would say, and it's up to you. If you don't do it, nobody else is going to do it for you. You got everything in place, great coaching, great products, legacy, fast pay, chargebacks on the back end and not the front end. We've got a lot of advantages that other final expense agents with other places don't have. In fact, if you know agents with other places, you should share this opportunity with them. Get your manager involved, because if you bring people to the team, they will be coded to you by the computer at the licensing department. If you bring somebody to the team, the company rewards you for bringing them to the team, and they reward you by giving you a % commission called overrides, because the person you're bringing to the team to Senior Life, they're bringing new customers to Senior Life that Senior Life would not have had otherwise. So they reward you for that. So if you know somebody that needs a good opportunity, or somebody you think that would be a good fit for this, share what you know with them, and maybe get your manager to have a 3-way call with that person and share the opportunity, because we got the best opportunity. If we did not have the best opportunity, you think Marlo and Larry and Franz and myself and Susan and other people would have been here for years and years if we didn't think this was the best opportunity? We're still here because we know it's a great opportunity. But just like all great opportunities, you still have to go to work. You still have to work it. And I don't want to ramble on and on, but if you've not been doing what you think you should be doing, look yourself in the mirror, have a heart-to-heart, soul-to-soul talk with yourself after this call, and put it in your mind like, daggone it, if they can do it, I know daggone well I can do it. In fact, I might can do it better than they can. In fact, I believe I can outwork them. And do it. You know, just do it. Your bank account will be so thankful. And when your bank account's thankful, life is just better, period. That's all I want to share with you. If anybody's got a comment, please speak up. If not, we'll close the call out. Okay, I appreciate everybody attending. Stay focused and work leads. Y'all have a great day. Thank you.
Marlo, what's going on? I like that hairdo, girl. Look at you. You on muted, so I can't hear you, man. You on muted, so I can't hear you.
You know, I'm not that technical.
Yeah. Hey,
I'm not trying to let the screen cover.
Hey, I just took this opportunity just to say hello to you.
Hello to you, Larry.
Hey, what's
How you
happening?
doing
What's
today,
happening?
sir? I see you in the office.
Yeah. I'm in here. Oh, look, I'm in Marine mode, baby.
You better put that music on. Get up, put it out. You know I love that one. When you put the cadence on.
The cadence, you
Have to
like
put
that?
the
You like
cadence
that low,
on.
you like that low right or left, huh?
I love that cadence and low right. Yeah, we are actually I got the